Hola amigos, welcome back. I am Teo and today we'll talk about the past. So we'll have some literary retrospectives, goal, resolutions, hopes and dreams for the next year, wishes that I put at the start of 2024 and maybe I fulfill them, maybe not. So I really love this video. It's one of my favorite that I do every year, and I really like all the statistics and the charts and the organization and the structures and the objectives for the next year and goal, personal or not. Now we're talking more on the literary side, but I also have objectives for my personal life and YouTube in general, and this channel I will have here in this area all the graphs and charts and so on. So let's start. The number of books. Number of books in 2024 were 45. And my goal for last year was 50. And I didn't accomplish it. So it was a full year. I have traveled. I have spent a lot of time with my friends. I had a lot of events with my friends that are very important. I have a lot of memories, a lot of pictures, a lot of stories from the last year. It was my first year of marriage. It was nice. It was a year of growth and learning and developing and understanding more of myself. I really was on the spot last year. Me with me in this kind of way. And I put myself on this spot just to see and to understand me and to find peace with some things. And overall, I think it was a great year. So the fact that I have read just 45 out of 50 books, it doesn't bother me. It's more like a milestone. I want to get there. If I will, okay. If not, also okay. Because between these 42, as you saw in the last video, I read a lot of good books, a lot of interesting books. So I'm not that mad that I didn't fulfill this goal. Now, from all these books, the shortest book was just 48 pages, was Nastratin Hoca. Nastratin Hoca, it's a Turkish character, a very funny one. You can find on YouTube stories, child stories of this character, and my book was just with some of the stories. It was just a compilation, not all of the stories, but it was interesting. It was a good book and it was the shortest. At the other side, the longest book was The Fiery Cross by Diana Gabaldon, with not more, not less than 1,443 pages. Like a lot of pages. It was an audiobook, so I didn't felt like this, but I think it was around 30 hours or more. So we have the average book length around 400, which is very big, because this means, I'm not exactly sure, but 2 years ago in 2023 I had the average book very lower. I mean, for sure not 400. So now that I have less book but the average was like this, it means that I've read big books in 2024. For sure I have the tendency to reach out for the shortest books or medium-sized books, but I see now that I've read quite lengthy books in 2024, so I'm very happy. Also on the average, but average rating was 4.4, and I'm thinking, is that too big? Is that too generous? I should be more picky, or is just this mean that I have developed taste and I know the books that I like, I know where to reach for, I know what to try. I also had a lot of series that I loved, so every book in the series was 5 stars. I'm not sure, but 4.4, I think it's very big from 45 books. So I'm not sure. I know this is all from Goodreads. This is the general one from the Goodreads statistics. So you can also check, if you have a Goodreads account, you can also check and tell me what was your average rating, because I'm interested to see if maybe I'm too generous, if maybe I need to be more picky and to be more harsh and to be more, but in another way. Why? Because if I really like a book and I feel that it's good, I don't have to try to find each mistake, each error in order to cut points. So I'm somewhere in between. Okay, so these were the general Goodreads stats. So let's go a bit deeper. Books per month, how many books I read in each month. And as you see from the chart, I didn't read very much. I don't have any really big spikes in some months, so I have just 6 to be the biggest number in a month. So kind of mid-summer, mid-autumn, my peak was there, and then the worst was March with just 1 book, but as an average again was like 4 books a month, which I think it's okay. I mean, it's almost half of January when I'm filming this, and I have 1 book read, which wasn't started this year, which was 50% was starting last year, and then I have another one that I think I will finish today, tomorrow, but it's just 2. I mean, I'm a very slow reader. I'm starting to see that this year I am a slow reader. In terms of rating, because I talked about the average 4.4, but even if you want to go a bit deeper, we see in this chart more than half was 5 stars. I mean, of course, since the average was that. And then super close, 4 stars. I think it was a good year. I think I can translate it to that. It was less books that I wanted, but more as a quality. So if I think this, I like it. But how many classics? How many classic books? Because I told you in the last, you saw the Brothers Karamazov was the peak, was the top, was the favorite. Said that I read few classics, but now with the graphics and with the stats, I see it's not quite that. We have 13 classics. 13 classic, which is almost 30%. So 30% it's good. I mean, it's not 50, but I don't think I would want to have 50. It was a time when I just started to read classics and to enjoy them and to understand and to love this old vibe, old vintage stuff. And I read more classics, and then I think at the point I was just a bit burned out of classics, if I can say like this. I mean, I was a bit tired because they are long and hard and complex, and I need to be very patient, very present in the story, in the book, to not pass anything. I think 30% it's a really good percent of classics. And of course we have the Brother Karamazov, we have the Lord of the Rings, which are just 2 picks that are very, very good classics that I read last year. So I think we're good in this part. And now we're moving on to the book genres. And I didn't quite split the books exactly into genres, you'll see, but it's like some big categories, and not moving and not going too deep into this. So on the first place we have historical fiction, which is my favorite. We have 10. We have 10 books of historical fictions, and for sure these books are one of my favorites. Then we have children's books, which I said is not really a genre, but I kind of put all of the things there, and most of them are fantasy, so I don't know, I just put them. And on the third place we have literary fiction, again with 6 books, again a genre that I like. I think I'm just a bit sad that I didn't have anything on the non-fiction, and I'm starting to think that maybe I need to do this, I need to have some more non-fiction books. I need to maybe some self-help books, or how are they called? Maybe to have also something on the scientific part. To have non-fiction stories, or maybe memoirs, or maybe some biographies. I don't know. I have some books. I have actually a lot of books in the non-fiction genre, and I didn't reach for them. I think I will have to change this. I will see. But for now, when I saw the chart and so I have nothing on this non-fiction side, I think it's missing, and I think I will try to update there. Speak on how I was reading, if it was physical, or if it was an ebook, or if it was an audiobook. These percentages kind of put my mind a bit on wheels, and trying to understand if this is something that I want to continue or not in the next year, because I have 60% of the books physics, so that's okay, but I have also 33% in audiobook, and I'm starting to think, what if I didn't had audiobook? What if I didn't? So basically I have 45 books at the end of the year, because I read a lot, or I listened to a lot of the stories in audiobook form. I need to read more physical books, and I need to see how I can achieve this. I'm not saying I won't read anything in audiobook form, but I really want to watch it, to not just pick an audiobook because it's more convenient, and to try to be with the book there. The last one, it's about book series, because I have a lot of book series, and I really want to make a whole video about the book series, and maybe because it's in English now, I want to make maybe a full story with all the series that I read through the year, which were in the NF zone, which were finished, which are in progress. Also to organize for myself in some part, because I honestly think I forget. But in this last year, 2024, I have started 6 new series. I mean, why? Why do I do this to myself? Because I already have a lot, and I'm not finishing them. And what I told, okay, I have 20 plus book series started. Sure. Should I continue? Not. Let's start a new one. So yes, we have 6 new series started, but I have also some progress. I have continued 3 books, so I have some progress for 3 series, and I finished also 3 book series. So I did some progress, but I started more than I finished. I started double than I finished, so it's not okay. I need to make that video. I need to organize the stuff, and I need then to decide if I want to finish, if I want to start something new, if I want to, I don't know, just at least to know, and not to start something. But I have some series that I'm very interesting in starting, but we'll see. And then after I did this chart and these statistics, I was thinking, well, but let's see how many books of these 45s were part of a series, because I wanted to see if I read more standalone as a rule, and I just put here and there book series or not, and the result was that 53% are a series, or is a book from a series. I mean, it's more than half. I read more books that are in series that are standalones, and I'm starting to think, I think it's too much. I think I have a problem. I think I have an obsession with book series that I can't finish, and I just add and add more book series, and I'm never finishing them. So it's a story for a next video, but we'll see. This book series thing, it's hunting me. I don't know. I mean, each year I'm proposing to myself to and I'm imposing actually to myself to not read again, or to not start at least, but we'll see. And if I'm talking about objectives and goals for 2025, well, we have something in here, not too much, because I didn't want to put too much pressure for me for this year, because I also feel this year will be a very challenging year. Maybe I won't have time, or maybe I won't have energy, or maybe it will be filled with at least the May month. You will see me on Instagram, not on here, but you will see me each weekend at a different event. And since in the work days I work until 6, basically it's not that much of a time to read, so we'll see. But the objectives I want for this year, I put also 50 as a reading goal on Goodreads. It's really not a competition, and I really don't feel the pressure of these 50 books. If I read them, good. If not, that's okay. Like this year, I want to focus a bit more on the books that I already have, because I have a lot, and a lot of them are just sitting there and waiting for me to grab them, and maybe I'm coming with a new book at home and they're angry. So yes, I need to focus on the book that I already have, at least, if not half, but if at least, I don't know, a third of the books that are not read in the library I can finish, I'll declare myself happy. Then I would like to finish at least 3 series also in 2025. And the easy part is that for some of the series is just need one more book and I'm finishing the series. So I can do this. I just need to put my mind up to it. I also said here that I want to maybe focus a bit more on classics, but now I'm thinking it was 30%. 30% I think it's good, but I have, yes, I think I had now 2 years in which I didn't focus on classics, and a lot of the books that I have waiting for me on these shelves are classics, and some of them are in such big, beautiful and colorful and vintage looks and covers, so it will be very nice to try. And with what I want to start, I didn't start yet, but maybe when we see this video I will have started already. It's Don Quixote by Cervantes. I mean, I have them here, they're beautiful. I just have to start, and I think it will be good. And the next goal is big books. Not afraid anymore. I actually wrote that. Not afraid anymore. I'm not sure if I'm not afraid anymore, but I'm sure having a bit more courage or bravery in me, because I saw that the average book length was around or almost 400 pages, so I can do this. I just need to push. So yes, focus on big books, focus on the classics, less plan, more vibe, more mood. This is also something that I wish for 2025, to not be so specific, to not be so, it's winter and I want to read something from the summer just to read it. I'm not sure it will happen. I think when it's summer I really want to have something summerish, and when it's winter I really want to have something winterish. But as a rule, I want to just look at this and look at each of the books and just reach my hand to something that drives me to, I don't know, a beautiful place, or something that grabs my attention, and not just I need to read this or I need to read that. We'll see, but it's something that I want. And also I've said here I want some non-fiction, some self-care books, non-fiction. I want something like this. I think it will be helpful. I think it will be interesting. I think it will be a new world I can discover. So I'm trying. I will see if it works or not. But some non-fiction, I think, at my age, not that I'm too old, but I think it's important also to read some non-fiction. This is the video. These are the statistics, the graphs, the objectives for the next year. So basically, we've been to the past, we have hopes for the future. So basically, this is the last video of transition from 2024 to 2025. From now on, meaning from the next video and on, we'll have just new things for 2025. I hope I will see you in the comments. I hope you will tell me what is your objective, your goals, literary or personally, or whatever you want, how you're feeling in this new year, and how or what, this is a good question, what is your word? If you'll have just one word to express for yourself what you want to achieve, or what just do you want to feel in 2025, what is your word? How would you describe it? Yes, okay. So we'll see in the comments, and until then, happy readings. See you soon. Bye bye.